Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John. This is the world famous Sipping Den. On this channel, I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol and coffee. I've got it all on a playlist broken down for you. Just read the title of those playlists. They're unique and they're great. And everything, when you click on that playlist, all those videos in that playlist will obviously pertain to the title of the playlist. So I challenge you to check that out. Every video I do, I pin the first comment because that always has a link to the place that pertains to what I'm reviewing. In this case, American whiskey. Hight West Campfire. Hight West Campfire. Bottle kind of looks like smoke wagon, doesn't it, a little bit? Here's the back. I think the light's, there it is. I don't know if you want to freeze it and read it. All right. 46% ABV. All right. 92 proof. Batch number 22. F is in Frank 29. Park City, Utah is where they're located. Got a cool little design there. Look at that. All right. Campfire whiskey is our ode to starry nights spent outside, huddled close around a fire with friends. This is an odd whiskey. We'll get into it. The rare blend brings together both old and new world whiskey traditions. Smoky undertones of peated Scotch, quintessential American bourbons, and spicy ryes combined for a complex flavor profile. Tastes of classic peat smoke give way to chai spice, orange zest, English thyme. We'll see all that. Let's just get right into it. Let's get right into it. Pop goes the weasel. There you go. Light copper penny right there, ladies and gentlemen. Got an orange hue to it. Oh, this bad boy here. It's a blend of Hight West's own rye, which is 100% rye. MGP rye, which is 95% rye, 5% malted barley. MGP bourbon, which is 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. And 100% malted Scotch barley blend of malted Scotch barley, unknown where that comes from. Constellation owns this distillery, and they bought it in 2016 for $160 million. So, several kinds of ryes, bourbon, MGP, their own rye, MGP bourbon, and some unknown 100% malted barley, peated and smoked Scotch whiskey. Percentages unknown. The youngest whiskey in here is 5 years, supposedly, which was nothing for the Scotch, but so the other two, or however many blends, are 5+ years. And we are getting, I like Scotch. I have a whole big giant, I review it. I have bourbons, I have everything, ryes. And that being said, I pick out the Scotch influence right away. The peat and the smoke. Yeah. But I'm also getting that sweet bourbon. The quintessential. Maple syrup, brown sugar. The sweetness of the rye, or the bourbon. It's a hell of a fight going on. I mean, it's a battle. A lot of rye in here. Kind of a cool smell. Let's see. I like Scotch, I like bourbon, I like rye. I'm not sure if I like them all mixed together, so we're going to find out. It's actually a drink. That's Scotch, bourbon, rye, and Irish whiskey. It's Jim Beam. All start with J's. Jameson. I don't remember the actual brands, but anyway. So I think you throw in here's a little Irish whiskey, and you'd have that drink, and I forget the name of it. You know what? I'm trying to think. I won't do it right now. The Scotch here. When you're dancing around your tongue, you're not getting the Scotch. You're getting that sweet bourbon. The minute you swallow, you get that, supposed to be campfire, you get that smoky peat and the peat taste and the smoke. Also get a little Band-Aid going on, iodine type thing, which is common in Scotch. And then we've got the sweetness from the bourbon. I'm not getting a lot of spice from the rye, personally. The Scotch dominates. Yeah, Scotch is definitely overpowering the rye and the bourbon. You know, that smoke and that peat. Doing that malted barley with the smoked peat has taken over. Not as big, though, as trying to find space side. I'm looking for something. Well, I should have done it ahead of time. A nice peated Scotch. So don't look like I have any open right here. I have a lot of more mild, less peated. No, not. Right here. All right. Ardbeg. Ardbeg's strong. All right. Let's try some pure Scotch. So now, doing this strongly peated, smoked Scotch, known for it, Ardbeg. It's very similar. This definitely, that might be what's in here. But this, drinking this, and of course I've had a million bourbon, I don't need to do that, but is definitely Scotch forward. So if you're not a Scotch drinker, and a peated Scotch, then you're not going to like it. But I know it's pretty popular, which surprises me because I have learned that many Scotch drinkers can switch over to bourbon without any problems. But bourbon people have a hell of a time switching to Scotch. I find that as a general rule of thumb. So it's not as strong as this Ardbeg. I know. But it's definitely got the presence. And but you can see that it's tempered with the mash bill of the which is the same mash bill, just a little difference on the corn of the rye and bourbon, which is muting this down. This tastes like this if you put a little bit of bourbon and rye in it. And that's my review. Yeah, you don't like peaty Scotch, then it's kind of weird because I would just either rather have a nice bourbon, a nice rye, or a nice Scotch. Like the mixture just seems odd to me. But I can drink it because, you know, I like Scotch and I like bourbon and I like rye. So it was okay. It's sort of pleasing to me that the way that kind of mellows, but I don't know about a purist either way. I don't think you're going to like it either way. I don't see how a real Scotch guy's going to like that bourbon being. If you like bourbon, and the bourbon people, and if you like Scotch, that mixture, I mean, just rather have it separate, enjoy a nice bourbon, a nice rye, or a nice scotch. But be that as it may, let me know what you think of this. Okay, it's not bad. You see, I've put a hurt on it. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you're just in the mood. You don't know what you want, so you just do a little of everything. See you on the next one. Don't forget to sub. That's important.